What is happening, Saints fans? Happy Wednesday and welcome into another live edition of Saints Now by Chat Sports. As always, I'm your host, Trizzy Trace Girouard. Welcome into the program. No matter where you are or how you're tuned in, we greatly appreciate you, Who Dat Nation, for making us a part of your day. I want to get this thing started off right like we always do. Give me an S in the comment section if you love the Saints, and give me an S in the comment section if you want a shout out. I want to hear everybody give an S in the comment section. Right now, we got 30 people hanging out with us, so I expect to at least see 30 S's. I'm seeing Ty Man the Buckeye, as always, hanging out with us. We got Cole So Sporty, and we got Sandra, we got Jerry, we got all of the legends here in the chat. Got to send a tweet really quick. Come hang out right now. Booyah. I just had to quote tweet myself because I'm a genius. All right, Saints fans. Keep typing those S's. Ebony P, Jerry G, Psycho J. We got Dylan, Hurricane Mike, Andre. I mean, this is a good-looking crew right here. This is a good-looking crew on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon here on Saints Now by Chat Sports. Speaking of Saints Now by Chat Sports, we are sponsored by Game Time. The Game Time app is my favorite ticketing app, and I've been able to create so many memories with my friends and family thanks to the Game Time app. And you can get $20 off your first purchase when you download the app and use code CHATSPORTS. You see it at the bottom of your screen. Get $20 off your first purchase. And if you like going to live events such as concerts, comedy shows, and sporting events, you have to check out the Game Time app. They got killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seats, and the lowest price guaranteed. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets to MLB games, NFL games, all sorts of other stuff, college sports, professional, it doesn't matter. Game Time has tickets, and New Orleans is a city that always has something going on. So if you want to get tickets to your next live event and you want to save $20 off your first purchase, use code CHATSPORTS. That's code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Terms do apply. One more time. Create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS to get $20 off the Game Time app today. All that information is in the comments section and description of this video. Shout out to Game Time for making today's show possible. I absolutely love this app, and I highly encourage you to go check it out today. So let's get the pulse of the Who Dat Nation. Let's see where you all are hanging out. Shout out your city for me. Let me know where you're tuned in from, because I want to give you guys some shout outs, and I want to hang out with all of you on this beautiful Wednesday. It is a Who Dat Nation. It's not a Who Dat State. It's not a Who Dat City. It's actually Who Dat Worldwide, because we have viewers all the way over in like Australia and New Zealand stuff. It's crazy. I got my man C Breezy riding shotgun with me today. It is the dynamic duo. Everyone show some love to my boy Colin as well. We got Oakdale, Louisiana, Gulfport, Mississippi, New Orleans, Tucson, Arizona, Lafayette, Louisiana, the 228. We got all sorts of people hanging out with us. Ebony saying Cam Jordan had me so hyped up from his press conference. Give that man a Super Bowl. Ebony, I'm totally with you. I'm actually going to break down exactly what Cam Jordan had to say at his press conference here in today's live show, so I hope you guys are tuning in and hanging out with us. And I also want to ask this question as I give a few more shout-outs. Baton Rouge from Ebony, Kingsville, Texas from Baby O, and we got Montana from my man Dylan. All right, who are you watching at training camp? I want to know the answer to this question because I'm paying a lot of attention to the Alvin Kamara situation, but I'm also trying to watch out for the cornerback battle between Kool-Aid McKinstry and Alontae Taylor. I'm also looking at the battles between Spencer Rattler and Jake Haener. So let me know what you guys are watching and who you're looking forward to seeing. Hurricane Mike's and I'm watching the wide receiver battle. What up, Jerry G from Baby O? I love that you guys are just having your own conversations in the comment section. It's hilarious. Psycho J saying he's watching Kool-Aid McKinstry. Baby O is from Jerry G. He's watching Baby O. You got to love that. Joshua giving me a who dat in the comment section. Colin, is it fair to say that football is back when training camp is underway, or do we still got to wait to say football's back?
Here's the thing. Football is back, but it's not all the way back.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
It's not all the way. We got a little taste of it. We get our little, feeling of football for right now, but until we get to the real thing.
Yeah.
But it's here.
Yeah. No, I like to think of I don't think I should say this on the channel. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. All right. I like to think that training camp is like a dry hand. It's okay, but it's not what you really want.
Good job covering.
So I told Colin, I'm sure you guys probably heard it, but, still pretty funny. All right, QB battle for Dylan. No, football is not back from Ty Man the Buckeye. Ebony's watching the offensive line. I think that's a really good move from you, Ebony. All right, let's stay healthy at training camp. I don't want to see any more injuries. We do have some injury news that we have to discuss, but I want to see my team stay healthy throughout camp. I want to see them be able to keep things intact. I don't want any injuries. I'm tired of injuries. They're the worst part of sports. And if you're with me, I need you to hit the thumbs up icon. We're at 45 people tuned in, but we have 21 likes. Let's get up to 30. Let's get to 30 likes right this second if you're pumped up for training camp and you don't want any injuries. Because if you don't like the video, I promise you one thing, we might be dealing with some injuries. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be making breaking news videos about Chris Olave just got hurt, or I don't want to make a breaking news video, Derek Carr just tore his ACL. I don't want to do that. I don't want it to happen. So if you're with me, I need your help. Hit the thumbs up icon. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. So at least help a brother out, and let's get some likes on today's show. Kamara is going to be the highest paid running back. I disagree, Psycho Jay. He doesn't want more money. He wants more guarantees in the future. He has no guaranteed money outside of or in 2025 and beyond. So it's not about more money. He's going to be making a lot of money. It's more about him sticking around with the Saints and retiring with New Orleans. And we're going to go through all that here in a few minutes, but got to give a special shout out to all of you for hanging out with us. Really quick, here is our Madden Super Chat menu. If you guys want me to sing when the Saints go marching in, $5 Super Chat, $10. I'll give you a personalized Who Dat chant, $20. I'll drop down and do 10 push-ups. I'm headed back to Mexico tomorrow, my last time I'm on PTO for the foreseeable future. So we're good. Maybe I'm going to Nashville later in the football season. It's in the football season. I'll be back for game day. Don't worry about that. But for the time being, I ain't going anywhere. This is my last PTO for the foreseeable future. So help me get buff. $50 will put down a beer bong, and $100. You can join the Golden Gang alongside legends like Queen Courtney. Well, speaking of the devil, Queen Courtney just sent in the $5 Super Chat. What up, Trace? I'm getting off work a little late. I'll be on later. No worries, Courtney. Thank you for tuning in. Also, I love the new picture. It's a great-looking picture right there, Courtney. Shout out to you. Thank you for donating and supporting the show, as always. We greatly appreciate you. So, everyone, you know what to do. Put the crown emojis in the chat. Queen Courtney is royalty here at Saints Now by Chat Sports. So, show our queen some love. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. There you go. Shout out to you, Queen Courtney. All right, coming up on today's show, we're going to get into some training camp news, notes, takeaways, and everything that you need to know as a Saints fan from training camp day one. And on top of that, we're going to go through what Dennis Allen, Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, all of them had to say at their press conferences after practice today. We are also going to get into a mailbag, so use hashtag Saints or send in a super chat like Queen Courtney to get on the show. I will add this, if you do send in a super chat, it's like a fast pass, so you get to skip the line. We spend a little extra time on your question. And then, of course, we have all those fun things we just showed you that we'll do. And then we do have our Madden simulation. Week 14, the season is almost over, but we have a few more games to go. The New York Giants might be the next victims of our Madden simulation because our Saints team has been absolutely dominant this year in Madden. It's kind of wild. I truly don't believe how it's happened. But here we are. We have we're 12-1-1 or 11-1-1 or something like that. 12. It's unbelievable. It's actually insane. But anyway, we're going to get into it. We got news, rumors, and all sorts of fun stuff to discuss from New Orleans Saints training camp. So without further ado, I need one more like. We're at 29. We need 30 likes before we get in. I'm a guy that has goals, and I'm a guy that likes to give you guys content. I like to work hard. I like to do my thing. But at the end of the day, this is a business, and business needs to be booming if we want to keep this thing moving. Bars, by the way. That was bars. That was incredible.
We did just hit 34 likes.
There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Saints fans, they answer the call every time you ask them. Mikey Taylor. We'll get to that super chat here in just a few minutes. Mikey, don't you worry. We'll pop up that super chat after I talk about the latest news and notes from training camp because we got a lot to discuss. So without further ado, Colin, whenever you're ready, my friend, let's break it on down. What's happening, Saints fans? Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. New Orleans Saints training camp day one just wrapped up. So in today's video, we're going to be going through all of the news, notes, takeaways, everything that you as a Saints fan need to know from day 1. So I want to encourage you really fast to stay in the know around all things black and gold. So that way you can know what's happening at training camp. You can go to lunch, you can go to the office, you can go to school, you can go hang out with your friends, and you can say, I know what's going on with this team. I know what's happening with my New Orleans Saints. So be sure to subscribe. That way you can be a smarter fan. We're pretty damn close to getting to 28,450. Just need a few more to go. And I do want to give an update really fast of our July sub battle. We're winning. We got a nice lead, but I know Falcons today is going to come back swinging very hard at the very end of this month. So let's bury our baby brothers. Fun fact, I'm not proud to admit it, but they have beat us every single month in our sub battle in 2024. So, yeah, I'm not okay with that. Let's win. Subscribe. I want to kick the teeth out of the Falcons, and if you don't want to, this ain't the channel for you. All right, let's get into the training camp news. Alvin Kamara is the first topic because he's the most important topic, and everyone wants to know what's going on with number 41. In terms of practice, we got reports yesterday that Alvin Kamara was present. He was at training camp. He reported, and the expectation was that he was going to participate. And, well, he participated in full fashion. No limitations. As of right this second, there is no holdout and no hold-in going on. So that is really, really good news for the New Orleans Saints and for all of us fans that don't want to lose Alvin Kamara. Now, he is still seeking more guarantees in his contract. He's not looking for more money, and he confirmed that today in his press conference, which we'll discuss later on. He's not seeking money this year. He's not looking for more money. He's looking for guarantees because he has no guaranteed money in 2025 and beyond. So Alvin Kamara just wants to be a Saint for life, and he wants to retire in the black and gold, and he's been very vocal about that for the past few seasons. Now, I do firmly believe that AK-41 is a huge X factor for this Saints offense because of his receiving ability, because of his dual threat ability, and because he is such a dynamic football player who has so much talent. I think that it's extremely important for him to be present and participating at these practices. So shout out to AK-41 for handling this stuff like a man and getting to work and letting the money come to him, because I truly do believe it will come at some point. Now, really quick, I do want to share a few notable quotes from Alvin Kamara's presser because these are important things to discuss. He said, quote, "I'm here, I'm for the team, I'm working." Doesn't matter what's going on. He is here, he is present, he's not going to let this contract thing be a problem. He's not going to let this keep him out from practice. He's not going to hold out. He's not holding in. He wants to play. He wants to help out his team, and he's a phenomenal teammate for that reason and for plenty of others, actually. And he said, I want to be a Saint. I want to retire here. This is not news. This is a very common trend for Alvin Kamara. Like I said a few minutes ago, we've been seeing him say this multiple times over the past few seasons. And the big one right here, I'm not asking for anything crazy. That's just my perception, though. So in that quote, I interpret it that way, or in the way of Alvin Kamara doesn't think he's asking for way too much money, doesn't think he's asking for way too much, extra years on his contract, but that's what he thinks. He doesn't necessarily know if that's what the front office thinks, so that's why he's saying that's just my perception, though. Now, a question that I think is very fair to ask is what happens if a deal doesn't get done? Well, Alvin Kamara said, I don't have a timetable. I plan on playing. So if, as of right now, on July 24th at 4:09 p.m. Central Time, Alvin Kamara does plan on playing, regardless if a contract gets figured out or not. I think it's just a matter of time before something does get figured out. Maybe it happens a few weeks into the season, but I think this is really good news for all of us that Alvin Kamara isn't going to be a distraction. He's not trying to be a diva, and that's one thing that I love about AK. He's a football player, and the man just wants to get to work. Now, let's talk about some other running back news because we have an injury update, and it's here we go again. Kendre Miller injury. Feels like we've talked about this a lot of times for a guy who's only been on the team for a year and some change. He did get hurt during individual drills. It's reported that it's a hamstring injury, and he did leave practice early. And I do want to really quickly say shout out to John Hendricks, Nick Underhill, Mike Triplett, Ross Jackson, Catherine Terrell, and all of the awesome media people that are actually on the ground, boots on the ground at UC Irvine. So really quick, got to give them a quick plug, give them all a follow on social media. Nick Underhill did report this around Dennis Allen, saying this for Kendre Miller's injury. And I'm going to be honest, I absolutely love this from Dennis Allen. It's showing some fire. It's showing that he understands this is not a good thing. Like, I hate to say it, get your shit together, get packing. Like, I think that this is really smart from Dennis Allen. That's a player talking about Kendre Miller, who needs to figure out how to stay healthy because you can't make the team in the training room. Couldn't agree more. I genuinely could not agree more. But we do have some good news in the injury front. Wide receiver Chris Olave. If you guys remember, he was put on the NFI list not too long ago, and he was wearing the red non-contact jersey a couple times late into mandatory minicamp. But he wore a red non-contact jersey today. He had no limitations. He was a full participant, so that's good news around Chris Olave because we all want to see number 12 on the field, and we all want to see all of our players stay healthy because injuries are the worst part of sports, and there is nothing you can do to convince me otherwise. But really quick, if you want the New Orleans Saints to stay healthy and you want the team to not suffer any more injuries the rest of the offseason, I need you to hit the thumbs up icon like today's video. I mean, we've already lost one player definitely for the season in Ryan Ramczyk. So let's try and get some good juju going. Let's get some good vibes around the New Orleans Saints. If you want to stay healthy, hit the thumbs up icon and like today's video. All right, so Mike Triplett over at NewOrleans.football, he had this report around the offensive line, and I know that this is an important topic for all of us Saints fans because the offensive line right now is just, something that needs to get figured out, if you ask me. Now, he's saying that there was no change to the Saints starting offensive line on day one. Trevor Penning lined up on the right tackle spot. Nick Saldiveri lined up as a left guard, and that's what we saw at minicamp and at OTAs. But Landon Young took some snaps at right tackle, competing with Trevor Penning, and Lucas Patrick at left guard in the with the first team and walked through some competitions, could emerge. Oli Udo, a good swing tackle. He was another possible right tackle candidate. Lucas Patrick saw time at left guard, center, and right guard. So it's looking like they're trying to figure out the offensive line situation. I know the Ryan Ramczyk thing was something we all expected to happen, but that doesn't mean that it's something they still can't. That doesn't mean that they have the answers and they haven't figured out. So this is the time to get their offensive line figured out. And I will add this, Justin Huron, he also was dealing with a little bit of an injury, but as of right now, it's not expected to be anything too concerning. So reports in terms of Trevor Penning and sort of kind of tying in the defensive line here, Carl Granderson looked really good. He absolutely dusted Trevor Penning on a rut. Trevor Penning gave up the sack as a right tackle to Carl Granderson. So one shout out to Big Grando for making things happen, and I'm excited to see what he can do this season. But I will also say this, I'm a little bit worried about Trevor Penning. I mean, this is year 3. It's now or never. If you don't figure it out early in the season, your NFL career is as good as done. You better learn UFL, buddy, because at this point in time, you have nothing but pressure. You have to figure it out. And I'm not trying to sit here and be a critical person to Trevor Penning, but as somebody who lined up in the offensive line, who lined up in the trenches, handle your frickin' business, do your job, and execute your assignment. I don't know what else to say. There's a reason that he got drafted in the first round. How about we start living up to that reason? Now, I want you to be honest for me, Saints fans. Are you confident in this offensive line unit? Just type confident if you are. Type worried if you're just like me and a little bit worried about some of these players. Now, coming up right around the corner, we're going to be discussing Chase Young and how he looked at training camp because he did report today, and he's looking good. And he's looking buff, and I'll tell you what, I am so excited for Chase Young in the Big Easy. But I got to give a big-time shout-out to today's presenting sponsor, and it is Game Time, my favorite ticketing app. And if you're just like me and you enjoy going to events like concerts, comedy shows, and live sporting events, you have to check out the Game Time app. They have killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and the lowest price guaranteed. Game Time takes the work out of buying MLB tickets, NFL tickets, college football tickets, esports. Doesn't matter. You can get tickets to any live event if you use the Game Time app. And if you download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS, you see it at the bottom of your screen, you will get $20 off your first purchase. And hey, I know that the LSU Tigers are taking on USC out in Las Vegas here early in the football season. So if you want to save $20, take that to a roulette table and try and double it. I think the Game Time app is a good place for you to start. So terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS. That's code CHATSPORTS to get $20 off your first purchase. Download the Game Time app. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. I absolutely love Game Time. I've been able to create endless memories with the app, and I hope that you can join me in creating some yourself. So let's talk about Chase Young because he did participate in walkthroughs, which is really good news considering he had neck surgery just a handful of months ago. He did not participate in team drills, but he was working with trainers off to the side. So good news around him right there. And the reports are that he's looking good. He's looking in shape. He looks fast. He looks explosive. So I think that right now, all of us Saints fans, we can sit here and we can be cautiously optimistic about Chase Young. And I think that it's also important to know that he did participate in special teams walkthroughs at the end of practice. So it's not like he practiced the first half, didn't do anything in the second half. Like they're they are progressively getting him work and bringing him back to being at a full level. So I think that this is all good, positive news around Chase Young. And I'm just going to say this. I mean, can we all sit here and appreciate for a second the fact that the New Orleans Saints have the player who was number 2 overall drafted just a few seasons ago on our team? I mean, this guy isn't even 28 years old. Like, he's on his 3rd team. He was the number 2 overall pick. I absolutely hope that he can ball out. I'm so optimistic for Chase Young, and I think that he's going to be a good player for this defensive line. I think that he's going to bring another element of speed and aggression and explosiveness, to the defensive line that hasn't been there in the past couple of seasons, especially with Cam Jordan getting a little bit older, dealing with some injuries and whatnot. I just think that Chase Young is a perfect complement to what the New Orleans Saints needed on their defensive line. And to be honest, I want to see the pressures turn into production, and I think Chase Young could help that happen. Now, Ross Jackson does a phenomenal job on Locked On Saints. He does Saints News Network. I mean, he's all over the place. Ross Jackson is the guy. I highly encourage you to give him a follow, dear close friend and a friend of the program here at Chat Sports. I thought linebackers Willie Gay and Demario Davis were standout players, which I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep beating this drum. I think Willie Gay might be one of the most underrated moves that the Saints made this offseason. Bringing in a very explosive, very high-energy, fast-paced linebacker who can compete with Pete Werner is a really, really exciting thing. And I honestly think that Willie Gay could unseat Pete Werner to start alongside and next to Demario Davis. But I also think we should expect to see the rotation be used quite a bit. Now, really quick update on special teams, because special teams, special plays, special players. Shout out Sketch. Blake Groupie on day 1, he went 8 for 8. So you love to see that. Everything was within 35 yards. So, want to see him play a little bit better. Want to see him continue to prove that he can be a good player and prove that he's a capable kicker. And I will add this, in terms of Blake Groupie last year, in kicks from 0 to 40 yards, he missed 2. So, that's good news that he went perfect. But I will also add Lou Hedley. He did struggle a little bit today at training camp. He came off a pretty strong finish to mandatory minicamp, so we'll have to see if Matt Hayball can unseat Lou Hedley to be the punter. But right now, between Charlie Smith and Blake Groupie, it looks like it's favoring Blake Groupie. Now, really quick reminder, if you're still hanging out, that means you're still learning about the New Orleans Saints, and that means you still probably don't hate the content. So I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, and I'll tell you what, if in a week you absolutely hate it, you can't stand what we're doing, go ahead and unsubscribe. But I promise you one thing, I'm pretty sure you'll be sticking around. So lock us in. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time. Shout out to Mikey Taylor. What up, everyone? Who dat? There we go, baby. Mikey Taylor, I appreciate you sending that super chat, man. You're a legend. That when you Google legend, Mikey Taylor's picture pops up. And it's him with the bow, with the green arrow bow. I mean, he's looking fresh as always out in West Virginia. So, gotta love that. Thank you, Mikey, for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. I'll tell you what, feels like we could have a little bit of a crazy day on the channel if some of the legends start pulling up. I want to see what we can do. I want to see what can happen here. And we're getting pretty close to the end of the Madden season. If we don't get $100 on each of these streams, it's kind of tough to continue to do these Madden simulations. So I'll probably end it at the regular season if we can't get to $100 on some of these live shows. But I will say this right now, no playoffs for the Madden simulation. Things can change if the super chats go crazy, but that's just what the bosses are telling me. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, answer this question: are you worried or confident in the offensive line? I think both sides of the coin you can make an argument for, and I would lean more towards worried, but I don't think I'm nearly as worried as other people are. I think that a lot of people are rightfully so very, very nervous, but I think that with the new system that Klint Kubiak has, that alone will at least mask the shortcomings of the offensive line a little bit, so that's kind of where I'm at.
It's a fair assumption. I think it's ultimately just one of those things where if the group can gel together and they can really kind of stay healthy, really kind of build, because the Saints have invested a lot in the offensive line over the years. So
a lot. They have I think the stat is 4 out of their 5 starters were first-round picks.
It's pretty good draft capital. So it needs to pay dividends at some point.
Exactly that. And I do think when it comes to the Saints offensive line, by no means are they a good unit. On paper, they're not good. I will be the first to sit here and recognize that. But I also can understand and appreciate the fact that maybe we're not as bad off as, PFF might be saying. Maybe we're not as bad off as some of these analysts that are just kind of very lightly covering the team. So that's just kind of where I'm at. So I think the offensive line won't be amazing, but I think that they'll at least have the tools and the ability to mask some of the problems somewhat well. That's just kind of where I'm at. But we're going to get into some more content. We got training camp press conference takeaways. Are you guys having a good time? Because I'm having a good time. 54 people watching, 53 likes. Feels like that's a good ratio, Colin. That's a good ratio. That's a good ratio. Right there, that's what we like to see. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. If you are ready to talk about the Saints press conference, I need you to give me a hoot at. I'm going to give shout-outs to those who are typing hoot at in the comment section, and let's get this thing going. I want everyone to get excited really fast because we got a lot of fun quotes to go through, a lot of insightful information, a lot of things that will help kind of paint the picture for what the vision is for New Orleans this year. Queen Courtney is back. She's giving me a hoot at. Jackson Smith giving me a hoot at. If you want to comment, I encourage you to subscribe. That's the only way you will be able to comment on our live show. If you're watching on your TV, hey, I'm just like you. I watch YouTube on my TV as well, but pull out your phone, pull up the comment section, mute the show, and you can kind of type in the comments, type in the live chat, and we'll pop it up, and you'll be able to see it. We'll be able to chop it up and stuff, all that fun jazz. Also a reminder, and then I promise we're getting into the content. Use hashtag Saints or send in a super chat. We have a mailbag coming up here in just a few minutes. If we don't have enough questions, we can't do a mailbag. So I want you guys to get involved. Use hashtag Saints, ask a question, share a hot take, whatever you want to do, and we'll get you on the program. Colin, whenever you are ready, my friend, let's get this thing underway. Really quick update on our July likes battle. Right now, the Saints, we're kicking the teeth out of the Falcons Today channel. Not just in our likes, but also in our subs battle. We talked about that yesterday, but we're going to focus in on the likes battle. I want to double these frauds. Look how good we're doing, Saints fans. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to all 7,706 likes we have gotten thus far in the month of July. But let's go and double those bums. Can we get, 500 likes on today's video? I mean, that right there would absolutely infuriate the Falcons fans. And I can tell you one thing. We all love pissing off Atlanta Falcons fans. All 3 of them that exist, actually. All right, so let's get into it. Training camp press conference takeaways. We have a lot of fun on the channel. We try to have a good time. But we're also here to give you guys insightful information, give you guys a little bit of context, and help paint the picture for what the New Orleans Saints are trying to accomplish in the 2024 season. And Dennis Allen in this press conference, I think, did an excellent job at kind of laying the land for what the mindset at training camp is. He said what it really boils down to is us being out here, putting in the work, being demanding on ourselves and each other, holding each other accountable, and then functioning and operating at a high level when we have the chance to do that. I think that is 100% accurate. I think it's a very strong quote from Dennis Allen. And I'll tell you one thing, as somebody who is a Dennis Allen critiquer, if you will, I'm very hard on Dennis Allen, giggity. I can be won over with quotes like this. I think that it's very telling, and now I just got to see it happen on the field. But I also really like this from Dennis Allen because it does a really, really good job of showing the no-nonsense philosophy that he's kind of rolling with right now. I mean, the energy in this team feels different. The aura, the swagger, the mentality, it just feels a lot more no-nonsense, and I love that. Dennis Allen on Kendre Miller, who is dealing with the hamstring issue. He left practice at training camp day 1 a little bit early because of a hamstring injury. Said that's a player who needs to figure out how to stay healthy because you can't make the team in the training room. And you know what? To make it simple, It's hard to make the club when you're in the tub. Yeah, it's as close as I can make it. It's as simple as I can make it. It's hard to make the team if you're not ever on the field. It's impossible to make the roster if you never contribute. If all you do is take up a training room bed and an ice bath, I'm sorry, there's not much value in that. And I'm not going to sit here and open up the conversation about Tajay Spears. I know you're going to get in the comments about it. I know you guys are going to make your points about it. But the reality is we didn't take Tajay Spears. We have Kendre Miller. So let's all root for him to get healthy and to figure this shit out because he can't go back in time and take a different person. So the best thing for all of us is that Kendre Miller just figures it out, gets healthy, stays on the field. But for a guy who's going in on his second season who was already limited with injuries, not a good look. Not a good look. But the message is clear around New Orleans. They are not happy. They are not comfortable. They are not satisfied, and they will not settle for mediocrity this season. The Saints and Dennis Allen have been using the fact that the playoffs had been missed for 3 straight seasons as motivation to get this team jazzed up, to get this team fired up. And I think that's exactly the right play by Dennis Allen. I think that it's a smart move to use your past shortcomings to boost your future success. And when you have a football team that has a history of recent success and a lot of recent success, and your fan base gets accustomed to winning, you have to do what you can to win them back over, and you have to do what you can in order to prove that you are still a team that is worth respecting. And right now, Dennis Allen is saying the right things, but I need to see the execution when it comes to game time. So we'll see. I hope Dennis Allen proves me wrong. I hope that I can eat the crow on this and say, you know what? I was wrong. Dennis Allen's a great head coach, and my bad. I'm sorry, DA. Like, I'm hoping that what happens. I want to see my team win football games. I don't give a shit who's calling the plays. I could care less who's throwing the football. I want to see my team win football games no matter what. There's my TED Talk. All right, let's talk about Alvin Kamara and his press conference. There's 3 big quotes that stuck out to me, and we discussed this in yesterday's video, but just kind of wanted to re-hit this and re-explain why I think this is important. I'm here for the team. I'm working. Alvin Kamara is not distracted. He's not looking to create a distraction, to be a diva. He's not looking to cause problems. He's not looking to take away from himself or from the team. And he's not looking to harm the team's success and the team's growth because he wants to be because he's not being, so I'm going to say it, he's not being selfish. And I think that is amazing. I love Alvin Kamara for so many reasons, but that's definitely a big one now. I want to be a Saint. I want to retire here. That's a quote that he said on Wednesday after training camp in his press conference, but that's not a new quote. We've seen him say that before, dating back to when Cam Jordan got his extension. He wants to be a Saint for life, and he even says that he's not asking for anything crazy. It's just his perception, though. The team may view it differently, but also, I think it's important to note that Alvin Kamara understands that his production was down last year. He understands that maybe he doesn't have the argument of, I'm still putting up really good numbers, I'm getting age. Like, I think that that's all really important stuff to consider here. And Alvin Kamara understanding that and knowing that, I think, makes this conversation a lot easier when it comes down to getting a contract situated. Now, lock us in, Saints fans, if you want updates, news, and a lot more fun content. We're currently live on Saints Now by Chat Sports. We go live every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time. So if you missed out, I encourage you to hit the sub button and turn on your notifications so that way you can join us next time. And if you bleed black and gold, this is the channel for you. So hit that sub button and lock us in so you can be a part of one of the best community of Saints fans on the internet. All right, now Alvin Kamara on his age. I thought that this was a pretty interesting quote as well. He said, I don't feel like I have aging running back syndrome. Now, obviously, Kamara's getting up there in the age column, and obviously not Saints fans, but NFL fans in general, when you get to a certain point as a running back, you are not valuable anymore because of your age. I'm here to tell you right now tomorrow is actually his birthday. The day that this video comes out is his birthday, Colin. That's actually perfect. So, fun fact, Alvin Kamara's birthday is on the day this is coming out. So, happy birthday, AK. You just turned 29 years old. My point being, though, he isn't 30 years old yet. I think that he still shows a lot of pop, a lot of zip. I think he still runs smooth as butter. I mean, this guy, like, when you see videos of him working out, like, I saw one clip that just proved to me he's still an athletic freak. And I saw a clip of them running a running back drill, and he had three slots, lined up, and you have two coaches that are going to crash in separate holes, and you got to bump out to the right one and avoid the tackle, if you will. And athletically, Alvin Kamara is smooth as a baby's ass cheek. He is running so smoothly. He looks fluid. He looks like he still can cut very, very hard, and it looks like he can still run with a lot of force. So I have full faith in Alvin Kamara. Obviously, the production was down over the past few seasons, last season, but at the end of the day, let's also call a spade here. It's not like his offensive line was any good. It's also not like he had at all good play calling. It was statistically the worst in the league. So I think there are some excuses to be made for Alvin Kamara. And, because Alvin Kamara gets the excuse, I think the Derek Carr also gets those excuses as well. But that's a conversation for another day. Now, another thing about Alvin Kamara, this is kind of turning into a I love AK and here's all the reasons why. My 13 reasons why I love Alvin Kamara. That might have been a bad joke. Oh, well. Nick Underhill saying, funny moment, Alvin Kamara just carried Derek Carr's helmet and cleats back to the locker room. After Alvin Kamara had his press conference and media availability, Derek Carr spoke right after him, and AK picked up his stuff, took it in the locker room right for him, and I thought it was funny that Carr told him he had it, but Alvin insisted. And, this just proves that Alvin Kamara is the definition of a leader. Even when he's looking for more money, even when he's looking, not more money, but more guaranteed money in the future, and more guarantees and more time, that just to me proves that he loves this team. He wants to prove that he is an asset and that he is a leader and that, sure, the on-field production might be down, but he is still a valuable part of the team. And just because the production was down last year doesn't mean it can't get better this year. That's just another thing I want to hit home at. But I do believe that Alvin Kamara is the definition of a leader. He's one of the few guys who actively gets vocal in the locker room. And he's one of the few guys last year who was able to help this team take accountability when the team was coming up short. Him and Tyrann Mathieu, I do believe, are the two best leaders on their respective sides of the football. Now, really quick, got to give a shout out to Game Time for sponsoring today's Saints Now by Chat Sports. I appreciate Game Time for helping support the show. And if you want to support the show and you want to create some new memories, download the Game Time app, use code CHATSPORTS, and you'll get $20 off your first purchase. Now, if you're like me and you enjoy going to live events like concerts, comedy shows, and all sorts of sporting stuff, you have to check out the Game Time app. I'm looking at getting tickets here in Arlington for the Saints vs. Cowboys game during week 2. And fun fact, I'm also looking at having a little bit of a meet and greet. So I hope to see you there. And I'm telling you right now, if you get your tickets to Saints vs. Cowboys on any other app, you're doing it wrong. I love how user-friendly the Game Time app is. And plus, there's notifications and there's indications whenever there's cool promos and stadium giveaways and flash deals and all sorts of stuff. And the best part about it, the prices actually go down the closer you get to the event. So if you want to get yourself some tickets, you want to make some memories with the boys, or if you want to take your girl to a show, or hey, you and your dad want to catch a game, download the Game Time app, use code ChatSports to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS. That's code ChatSports to get $20 off your first purchase. Shout out to Game Time. Download the app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, so now let's talk about some good news around not Alvin Kamara. I have AK-41 on the mind. Let's talk about Klint Kubiak and the new offense, because this is going to be fun, guys. Everything right now that we're seeing from the team and from the players and from the coaches are indicating that all of the excitement and all of the hopeful thoughts that us as Saints fans have had over the past couple of months since hiring Kubiak, all of that is starting to be a little bit, not proven right, but justified and be okay, we're starting to see some good stuff and get some good reports. Derek Carr did an excellent job of kind of setting the scene here with Klint Kubiak. He said he knows his system. He knows this game. He's been around it since he was a kid, so mentally he's on top of it. There's so much respect for him in our locker room because he's coaching everybody. That right there shows me that he is a much better coach than Pete Carmichael. That 1 point right there, that he's coaching everybody. You didn't hear that with Pete Carmichael. That's different. I love it. He's coaching everybody, and the standard has never changed since we met him. Now, I'm a firm believer, not just in football, not just in work, but in life in general. Respect is earned. Respect isn't given. You don't just get to wake up one day and you demand and command respect, and everyone should bow down to you and respect the hell out of you. No, you have to earn that kind of thing. And Klint Kubiak, shout out to him because he is doing that. He is earning the respect of the team. He's earning the support of the team. And so even if things aren't going well and you need to make adjustments early in the season, the team at least has the respect for the coach in order to listen to what he has to say and to execute those changes and those alterations to the game plan. I think that it is very telling that the Saints locker room in just a couple of months has massive respect for Klint Kubiak. And I'm not saying that they didn't respect Pete Carmichael, but the attitude and the mindset and everything that's coming out of the team thus far, it's not comparable to what was going on when Pete Carmichael was the OC. So I think that this is really good news. Again, respect is earned, not given, and shout out to Klint Kubiak for earning some respect in New Orleans. Now, Mike Triplett adding this note, so that Saints quarterback said, "Our practices are fast and physical." That's how you earn respect. You don't just mosey around. You don't just do whatever. They start off every single day with some competition. They start off their practices with 40 up downs or burpees or whatever you want to call them. Like, that right there is leadership. That right there, that brings dogs out. That brings the hungry MFers out, and that's where you get winning football. I also like that he added, it's very noticeable already on day one of training camp, the differences between Klint Kubiak and Pete Carmichael. And Mike Triplett also confirming that, and his observation saying the speed and tempo has been very impressive with this team. Now, I'm going to say this, harder practices, awesome. That is great. We live in too soft of a world. We live in too much of a microwave society where we expect immediate results. And unfortunately, that's not the reality of the world we live in. So hard practices, they turn players into tough sons of bitches. And they turn these guys into winning football players. When the going gets tough, shout out to Bluto and Animal House, the tough get going. And at the end of the day, when we are sitting here in week 15, 16, fighting for a playoff spot or fighting to have better seating in the playoffs, you're going to need the dogs to come out. Doesn't matter if you're tired. Doesn't matter if you're beat down. Doesn't matter if you're hurt. You still have a job to do, and that right there, having harder practices, makes that job so much easier. So I absolutely love that they're ramping up and revving up the intensity, because I think when you have a more intense practice, and you practice like you play. So if you practice lazy, you're going to play lazy. If you practice hard, you're going to play hard. And if you practice with a lot of energy and tempo, you're going to play with a lot of energy and tempo. So I think that this is very, very good news. Now, Derek Carr also spoke about his wide receiver one in Chris Olave, and I think this is really cool. Every play that's called, he should feel like, I'm getting that thing. The communication and extra work we put in after practice, we're going to do it every day. All of that stuff is growth for both of us. Every day, extra work. Every day, getting extra reps. Every day, adding to the chemistry that the two players have. There's a different energy around this team. There is no doubt about it. This is not the same New Orleans Saints team that we saw last year. It's not the same team we saw 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 4 seasons ago. This team has a new mindset. They have a new attitude. And you can tell. There's something in the air. There's something in the water. And right now I'm buying into it. I really like the energy and I like the aura that this team is giving off right now. And to be honest, I like that they feel a little disrespected. I like that they feel like underdogs. I like that that media's not really giving them a ton of praise in terms of like the big media, like ESPN and the Pat McAfee's and First Takes and the Cowherds of the world. There's a different energy around this team, and I think it's really good stuff. And I'm really excited, and I think you should be as well. And if you are excited, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, Cameron Jordan, If you're not pumped up right now, and if you want to run through a brick wall, just give me like 2 more minutes of your time. Cam Jordan on entering year 14. It looks like a blessing. It feels like a blessing. I'm looking forward to it. It will be a blessing to take the field every day with talented guys. Cam Jordan, I mean, one of one. I absolutely love this player. It is a blessing. 14 years in the league is very hard to do, and especially when you're on one team. That's awesome. Like, shout out to you, Wham Bam. Thank you, Cam. All right, now let's talk about Cameron Jordan on how much he has left in the tank. Short and sweet. You'll see. Why talk about it when you can be about it? That's fair. I love it. And my favorite quote of the day, Cam Jordan on this season. I want a Super Bowl. I don't want to make the playoffs. I don't want to win the NFC South. I don't want to get 5-10 wins. I don't want to go 500. I want to win the fucking Super Bowl. I love it because I want to win the Super Bowl too. Now, if you're excited for this season to start, I need you to get in the comment section and give me a hoot at. If you're bleeding black and gold, you're pumped up, you're ready for some real football, type hoot at in the comment section, and I'll be responding to a bunch of you with the hoot at back. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready to run through a damn wall.
What was it? That quote about harder practices, that was one of your best, I will say.
Which one?
About harder practices.
Oh,
about
dude.
the world getting too soft.
The world's
one of your best.
We live in a soft world. This society we live in is Charmin Ultra Soft. I mean, I'm talking blue bears with the toilet paper on their ass cheeks and all. But in a world where we have too many people complain about life being too hard, you got to turn up the heat and make it harder. Like that's how we turn these soft, these entitled and privileged and obnoxious people that just want to play victim and everything. That's how you turn them into contributing members to society and making things happen. So
I'd be short worthy, just saying.
I might be a good short. I went on a little bit of a rant. I may have deviated from football, but I said what I said, and I stand by what I said. All right, shout out to Van, shout out to Travis, Ebony, Lorenzo, If J, Mikey Taylor, Jackson Smith, Queen Courtney, Travis Hill, all showing some love. Lorenzo saying, Trace, you're a legend, bro. No, Lorenzo, you're a legend. It takes a legend to know a legend, so you're a legend. Earl says, who dat? Rebel Raider says, if you're over 35, you see exactly how soft the world really is. Rebel, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, dude. Like, the world's too soft. If you're offended by that and you're upset about that and you feel personally attacked, I'm sorry, but maybe you should listen to that message again. Maybe you should take a second and listen to it. If you feel personally attacked by it, that's on you. Lorenzo saying it's the best chat sports host. Well, I'm only the best chat sports host because I have the best chat sports producer riding shotgun with me. That's just how it is. It's plain and simple how it is. Do we have? Yeah, PJ, we're not doing politics in my chat. I don't do that shit in here. We don't do politics in Saints now. We talk. The only politics we're talking is the only red and blue we're talking is beating the red team, the Falcons, black and blue. There you go. Enough said. Do we have mailbag questions or do we need more?
We got 4.
Okay. So here's the deal. Who wants to get on the show? Because if you want to get on the show for free, this is your chance. We have 4 questions. Mikey Taylor just put one in, so we have 5. Yep. But I need some hashtag Saints. Use hashtag Saints. Send in a super chat. Ask a question. Share a hot take.
Here's the thing, too. Mikey, that's the second question he's put in.
Oh,
so
boy.
He might get on the show twice.
This might be just a Mikey Taylor mailbag.
It might be.
Might be.
Well, Mikey's contributing. He wants
might
to be on the
Mikey.
show. Might be. And if you want to guarantee that you'll be on the show, you can always super chat. Helps me and Trace out, get him some, more Saints space. I mean, Dude. We are expanding here a little bit, and Trace, it'd be pretty dope if the Saints had their own studio.
Dude, how cool would it be if me and Colin could just have a studio we posted up in every day? How cool would it be if we're just like, yep, that one is the Saints studio. We're gonna deck it out with a bunch of cool stuff, cool gear on the walls, and all that fun stuff, and we're like, that's gonna be our space. That's our dojo. It's our Ponderosa. It is our headquarters, if you will. I think it would be pretty cool. So best way to support the show, send in a super chat. Subscribe. That's the big one, to subscribe to the channel, because if we don't have subscribers, then what are we doing here? Yeah. There's no point in doing any of this. We did gain 3 in the time of this live show. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
cool. All righty, guys. I need more hashtag Saints. I need some hashtag Saints. Ask a question. Share a hot take. If you want to get on the program, this is the best chance to do it. You have to be subscribed to send in a question. That's just the one fee we ask you to pay. It is 100% free. You get daily videos. I've been out of town like the last 3 or 4 weekends in a row, and I've still been able to get you content every day throughout the weekend. So I know there's a lot of really good areas to get your media. I know there's a lot of good places to get your Saints content. So I greatly appreciate all of you who choose to come to Saints Now. How much longer should Mickey Loomis be the Saints GM? Bryce, use
question.
#Saints and ask that question.
Yeah.
But Bryce, you have to copy and paste your question and then throw #Saints at the end of it. Like if you just say #Saints, your question will not pop up. So have the message and #Saints.
Mikey's coming in with another question.
This is officially the Mikey Taylor mailbag. Dylan, good question.
Yeah. And
Go away,
and here's
Siri.
the thing. Anything Saints, Trace has got you covered. You've got questions about training camp, the upcoming season.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
free
about
agency, trades, like
anything.
There's no limitation as to what you can ask about. Yeah. You can even ask about my personal life if you really wanted to. If we need to get there, we can get there. All right.
There actually is a personal question in there.
Is there really?
There is. I can save it for the end if you want. Maybe just to kind of end on a funny note.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll work.
I think you could put a funny spin on it. How about that?
Bitchin'. Let's run it. All right.
We are up to, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right.
So we got a few questions.
We got a few more. We'll be good with 9.
We'll be good. And
but
also,
if you do have a question and you're just not think of it in a few minutes, it's fine.
Yeah.
Send #Saints and ask a question.
yeah, it could be while we're recording.
Bryce, we got you.
There you go.
We got you. Oh shoot, I didn't update these numbers.
I can update them real quick.
For Twitter, 2402.
I'm gonna read only this.
Sorry, I messed that up. My bad.
242 what?
2402.
Oh, 02.
And then next is 251.
251.
And then following, 208.
Okay.
Perfect.
All good.
All right, my bad. All right, you guys got to see how the sausage is made because that's what we do, and we have fun. All righty, mailbag time. It's going down. And I'm not Kesha, so I'm not yelling timber. Whenever you're ready, my friend. What's going on, Saints fans? In today's video, we're going to be getting into a mailbag where our subscribers asked us questions as a part of our live show every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time. But if you missed the live show or if I didn't get to your question, feel free to hit me up on social media. Here are my handles. All the links are in the comment section description of this video. I'm trying to up my social media game, and I've been really rapidly growing, especially on Instagram and Twitter. So give me a follow, hit me up, and if you DM me, I will be more than happy to respond, and we can have a conversation in the comments. In the DMs. I'm an idiot. My bad. Anyway, Bryce, first question. How much longer should Mickey Loomis be the Saints GM? So, it depends on the day you ask me this for my actual answer. I'm going to tell you, though, Mickey Loomis, to me, has, I'm not going to say earned, but he should get this year, next year off season, depending on how things go this year, that could very greatly determine how things go in the future years. Like if Dennis Allen gets fired, if Klint Kubiak stinks, if Derek Carr is terrible, or if any of those are the opposite and everything goes really, really well, things are good, you buy more time for Mickey Loomis. So I think this is a question that we should table and come back to next offseason. But I will say this right now, I'm willing to give Mickey Loomis this entire football season and then next offseason in the season the football season that follows that. So 2 more years, in my opinion, I think is enough that he at least has, that he should be the GM for. But if things go bad and he handles it terribly, get him out of there. It doesn't really matter to me. Jackson Smith, he is a first-time super chatter. Shout out to you, Jackson. Everyone show him some love in the comments. Type, who dat, Jackson? Thoughts on how we'll use Taysom Hill this season? Yeah, we're going to use the hell out of him. We're going to use the hill out of Taysom. Get it? Yeah, I genuinely think Taysom Hill is going to have a huge role. Klint Kubiak on multiple occasions has met with Taysom Hill. He's discussed, and he's been on the record saying how excited he is to play with Taysom Hill. Derek Carr recently on Pardon My Take said that he's the best football player that he's ever played with, and that's pretty telling considering he's played with a lot of really good players in his tenure with the Raiders and now 1 year with the Saints. Expect him to return kicks. Expect him, with the new kickoff rule, expect him to run the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball. Expect him to just be used like crazy. And that's something that we didn't get with Pete Carmichael in the last 2 seasons. So expect to see a lot more Taysom Hill. Klint Kubiak knows he's a special player, and I have full faith that he's going to use him enough in order to help the team win. All right, dude, my dog, my pup, my man said, how long until the Saints sign Justin Simmons? Well, the thing about training camp, dude, is there's injuries that could pop up. So, if a team has a safety get hurt, Justin Simmons, I know, is the first name on the ballot that they're going to go and try and get. It's the first name that they're going to make a call to. But I think if we're talking about the New Orleans Saints, we're going to have to see how the Jordan Howden and Jonathan Abram battle goes. We're going to have to see what other players shine. Like, does a Millard Bradford pop off? Does, a Kool-Aid McKinstry play really well and maybe not move to safety, but there's a lot of things. There's a lot of questions that we have to see. So I think in terms of the Saints, we might not see Justin Simmons sign with New Orleans until closer to week 1 or closer to the preseason than we are right now. So I think it's at least going to be a few more weeks until Justin Simmons signs anywhere. But if you want Simmons in New Orleans, I feel like I'm at day 160 at trying to make this happen. Type JS in the comments section, show some love, and let's get the best free agent safety, the interception leader since joining the league, and one of the best players on the defensive side of the ball in the NFL to New Orleans. Type his initials, JS, in the comments section. And I do want to encourage you to subscribe really quickly. We give you guys daily Saints videos. Even when I'm out of town or I'm on PTO, we still have coverage coming out for you. We also go live all throughout the offseason, all throughout the regular season. For a while there, we were doing multiple lives a week, but because of my personal schedule and my schedule outside of work, I've been traveling a bunch, so I haven't been able to do my Friday lives. But we usually, during the regular season, I think the plan right now is 2 lives a week, hopefully even 3. And we also give you guys interactive and informative content. It's 100% free, and you're going to get videos every single day. So I encourage you to subscribe if you want more Saints content on your feed, or if you just want to get more videos around the New Orleans Saints, this is the channel for you. Because we like to be fun, we like to be entertaining, but we also like to be informative and interactive as well. Mikey Taylor, shout out to you, my man. He's saying, will A.T. Perry have more than 650 yards and 5 touchdowns or less? So last year, A.T. Perry, he didn't really get going until later in the season. Shame on the Saints offensive staff for not getting him involved way earlier. This guy averaged 20.5 yards per catch, 12 catches for just under 250 yards. So I think if you can get A.T. Perry the ball, say 30 times, yeah, you can get 650 yards. He had 4 touchdowns last year. A third of his catches were touchdowns. I want to put that out there. A third of his catches ended up in 6 points. So I think 5 touchdowns is 100% in the cards. I think that A.T. Perry is due for a big year. 1,000 yards, probably not. But 650 and 5, I don't see how that's not possible. Cole So Sporty, should the Saints try to trade for CeeDee Lamb now that he is holding out from training camp? Cole, you are making my job as a content creator so easy. Yeah, dude, kick the tires. Call. Why not? Okay, to answer this question, the question is, should the Saints try to trade for him? Not should they trade for him. Should they try? 100% yes. Kick the tires. Make the call. See how much it costs. See what the capital that they want in return. See if you can maybe offload some of these contracts. See if you can maybe get a little bit cheaper, a little bit younger. CeeDee Lamb is a phenomenal wide receiver, and I do believe CeeDee Lamb and Chris Olave is your wide receiver 1A and 1B. I don't even know who's the 1A and who's the 1B. They're both so damn good. So, yeah, I think it would be stupid for the Saints to at least not make a call. Again, the question is, should they try? My answer is yes. Should they try? 100%. Will it happen? Probably not, though. I will say this. Another player, we're talking about CeeDee Lamb holding out. A guy who's not holding out as of right now when we're live is Alvin Kamara. And if you want to go get a jersey to rep AK-41 this season, looks like he's trying to be a Saint for life. And if you want to rep his jersey, hopefully for the rest of his career in New Orleans, chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. The link is in the comments and description of this video. I got a Rashid Shaheed color rush coming in, so if you do use this link, you won't just take it out of Alvin Kamara. You'll also be able to find guys like Derek Carr, Drew Brees. Hell, they even have Michael Thomas jerseys on sale, so if that tickles your fancy, go and get one of those as well. But I don't really care what you order. I don't care how you use your money. Just do it at chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. That way Fanatics knows that we sent you. All right, Jackson Smith, $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Jackson. I appreciate you, brother. How would you feel about drafting Shiloh Sanders next year with Tyrann Mathieu getting up there in age? I feel like his hard-nosed football play would fit right in with us. Now, let me do, little transparency. You've seen how the sausage is made. Shiloh Sanders last year, I'm going to look at what he did PFF-wise because I'm going to be honest, I didn't pay too much attention to Colorado. Early in the season, he started off really hot, so that's kind of cool. But Shiloh, my question is, what about Jordan Howden? Jordan Howden's looking really good. I think Jordan Howden has all of the ability to take over for Tyrann Mathieu in the next few years. But I do love somebody who's hard-nosed. I do love somebody who has no fear. I love somebody who's going to be a dog and just go and get after it and make something happen here. Shiloh, I think, could be a good football player. He's 6 foot, 195 pounds. Who knows? It's a little too early for me to say, go and draft this position, go draft this player, just because I don't know too much about these guys yet, to be honest. And also, I got to see what we got this year. So if Jordan Howden can pan out, that makes safety not nearly as big of a need. But I will say this, in the near future, you're going to need a second guy because it's nothing against Jonathan Abram, but I would just rather have somebody who has a higher ceiling running alongside Jordan Howden. Lorenzo, let's get to you, brother. Could you see Derek Carr having a Matthew Stafford-type season where he wins the Usher Bowl? That's funny. In the latter part of his career. I'm going to say yeah. I could see it. I'm not saying that Derek Carr is going to be an MVP. I'm not saying he's going to be insane. I'm not saying he's going to have some unbelievable year where he's the best quarterback in the league. I want to make that point clear. I don't think that's the case. But if you consider all of the facts that the Saints are in a terrible division, the conference is weak, the team should be more improved, the offense should be more modern, who says no? Who's to say that Derek Carr can't have a good little resurgence in one season and make things happen? So to answer your question, I could see it. I think it's going to take a lot to happen, but to answer your question, yeah, I think that he could possibly go and win a Super Bowl. It would be so damn cool to see the Saints win in New Orleans, but there's a lot that has to go right for the team, and staying healthy is a big one, and also Derek Carr playing well, and the offensive line playing well, and the scheme working. That all has to happen as well. Baby O, Trace, do you have a second favorite NFL team? I'm just asking. It's actually a really good question. So my dad grew up in Houston. He grew up an Oilers fan, and before I was born, the Oilers moved to Nashville, and then they proceeded to become the Tennessee Titans. So my dad, he's a Titans fan, so I grew up watching Titans games with my dad. They're an AFC team. I don't hate rooting for them. I honestly really like the Titans. They have one of my favorite college players whenever I was in school, Treylon Burks. He hasn't been great in the NFL, but, he was one of the most insane college wide receivers that I got to watch in my time in school. If I had to pick a second team, the Titans, maybe the 49ers. I love George Kittle. I think his story is awesome. I think he's so entertaining. And on top of that, I really like Brock Purdy. I'm a fan of his. I'm a supporter of his. And I think that the Niners are a good football team, and I like how they operate. So my AFC team is the Titans. My NFC team, I'll say the 49ers. Now, really quick, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's show. If you didn't get your question asked, if you want to chop it up a little bit more, go in more depth and have a deeper conversation about any of the topics we talked about, hit me up on social media. I'm at Trace Girouard 48, and on Instagram, same handle. You just throw an underscore at the back end of it. Y'all stay golden. Thank you so much for watching today's video. We'll see you next time. Nico! Canada! My man. Dap me up, brother. Dap me up. Dap me up. That's my man right there. He's giving me a hoot at. $20 is 10 push-ups, right? Is that the...
Let me look it up.
Is that the...
$20, yep, 10 push-ups.
All right. Nico, I'm getting down. I'm doing push-ups for you, brother. I'll count them out.
Oh. I'm going to turn the camera around. Hold on.
You are? Okay. Then I'll wait to get started then.
Give me a second.
I'll wait to get started. Hi. You guys can see me down here. Hi. Just hanging out, doing some stuff, doing push-ups and shit. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah, his name's it's Sea Breezy, but it's Trace. Let's count them out, y'all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! I can feel my muscles growing. They feel bigger. They look bigger. Maddie, how good do I look right now? I know you're watching, girl. Keep your paws off the screen. I'll be home soon, baby. Just having some fun. I think I cut my knee. No, I didn't. We're good. All right, let's keep talking. We're all over the place. What would you want to take over for Carr, Jake or Rattler? Maddie said you look great. Thanks, boss. Thanks. Why did I say boss? Thanks, babe. I'm an idiot.
She's a boss.
She is a boss. She's basically my boss. Keeps my schedule and makes sure my shit gets done. So shout out to Maddie. Who would I want? Man, don't ask me these questions. I don't know. I will say this, Jake Haener. Right now, Jake Haener. As it stands right this second, we haven't heard anything around Spencer Rattler or Haener at training camp today. That'll obviously change as training camp continues to progress. But I'm going to say Jake Haener because he does have the preseason experience and he's at least been around for a year. Spencer Rattler, I think, is still... I'm not... Like, when I say raw, I don't think he's like a raw prospect. I think that he still has things to show and to develop. But I also do think when it comes to Spencer Rattler, the Saints don't need to rush it with him. Like, if Jake Haener starts for a season or two, but that gives Spencer Rattler that much more time to just sit back, learn, and watch, I think the ceiling for Spencer Rattler is higher than Jake Haener. So long term, I want Spencer Rattler, but right now, like let's say Derek Carr got hurt, who would I want to be the QB1 this year? It would be Jake Haener. So we're going to get into our Madden simulation. Nico, Canada, shout out to you, my man. We're at $43.95. I'm going to say one thing really quickly here. In order to make us have these Madden streams go through the playoffs, or these Madden simulations, I should say, go through the playoffs, I'm going to need to get to $100 in Super Chats today. I'm sorry to make that ask, but I'm going to keep it real with you. The training camps have started. News is going on. And I think that as a viewer, you would much rather have that kind of content over the Madden simulations right now. So if you would rather have the Madden sims, send in a Super Chat. If you want us to keep talking about training camp and all that and not do the playoffs, that's fine. Just like let us know and communicate that in the comments and all that, so that way we keep you interested, engaged, and locked in and stuff. I don't mind doing them. I have a lot of fun doing these Madden simulations, but I will say, like, I also don't want y'all to, like, not get the content you want. So if you guys don't want playoffs, we won't give them to you. If you do want them, that's something that we can make happen as well.
And that's from the top, too.
Yeah, that's not from me. For the record, that's not from me. That's from my bosses. If you have an issue, take it up with James Yoder on Twitter. Take it up with Brett Scott. I don't know if he has a Twitter. I don't think he does.
He does, actually.
Does he really?
Mm-hmm.
Been working here for almost 3 years, and I was today years old. Actually, I think I remember. I don't know. He doesn't ever post. I don't.
I think the last time he literally posted was Chase getting 100K. I'm not even kidding. That might be the last time he posted on Twitter.
That's wild.
Because he followed me one day, and I was just like, oh.
It's like, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, yeah, that's coming from the bosses who both have a Twitter, not just one of them. Anyway, Madden simulation coming up. Let me take a quick sip of water, Colin, and we can get after this. Saints versus Giants. Who you got? Type S for Saints, type G for Giants. Let me know. Who you got? Dude. So I'm on delay right now, and I'm just seeing do those push-ups. I look like an idiot. It's so funny. All righty. Travis is going with the Saints. Tim's going with the Saints. Queen Courtney, Jackson, Rebel. Come on. Keep typing S. Spam it. Rapid fire. Type it faster than me. Jerry G is going. Mikey Taylor. Guys, I need it faster. Giggity, I want to see it faster. That's something Maddie tells me on a regular basis. You need to go faster. Jerry G, Mikey Taylor, Hurricane Mike, Jackson's. I'm gonna get I'm in so much trouble when I go home, dude. Damn it.
Cover your ears.
Eric's, if you are not 18 or older, earmuffs a few seconds ago. Jackson Smith, Rebel Raider, Hurricane, Jackson, Mikey, Rebel, Jackson, Hurricane, Mikey, Eric, Rebel, Hurricane, Nico, Mikey, Jackson, Hurricane, Mikey, Nico, Tim, Nico, Hurricane, Jackson, Nico, Mikey, Hurricane, Rebel, Jackson, Mikey. I think it just might be a rotation of those guys. I love it. Really? All right, Baby-O, there's a new one. All righty, let's get into the Madden simulation. I think everyone's juiced up, ready to roll. Maddie says, don't ever say that again. Love you. I'll buy you dinner tonight. How's that sound? We'll go out and have a good dinner. How's that sound? All right. I am in the dog pound, but for the next 60 seconds, I am a YouTube host that is not in any trouble. So let's get into it. Saints now, black and gold versus the big blue up in New York. Who's ready to throw down? Let's get into it. What's going on, Saints fans? Just a reminder, we will be live for every single game this season. So I encourage you to subscribe and join our watch parties. We've been doing these Madden simulations all throughout the summer leading up to the 2024 season. Now, if you're finding us closer to the Saints vs. Giants game, I want you to let me know. Like, say, I'm just now finding this, or tuned in on insert the date you watched it, because I think that's a lot of fun, and I think it's a cool way to kind of see how everyone's finding our coverage. So I encourage you to subscribe. We will be live for this game and all of the other games, and if we do make the playoffs, we'll be live through that as well. So subscribe, turn on your noties. We go live an hour before kickoff, and we're live all throughout the game and then a little bit afterwards. So Saints vs. Giants, let's go, baby. See, Breezy, are you pumped up, my friend?
I am. Snow game here in New York.
Snow game is big.
Yeah.
Last time the Saints played in a snow game, Colin, I don't know if you know this, it was when they played in Cleveland. Fun fact, they handled business and took care of stuff in what felt like negative weather, negative temperatures.
Fair enough.
It's kind of wild.
Also some unique jerseys on today. So
yeah, dude, I was just about to say, I just noticed throwbacks. That's awesome. Good looks there, Colin.
Yeah.
Everyone show some love to Colin because he made the uniforms look sick. And everyone knows when they look good, they play good. Like, that's a fact. It is simply a fact.
It's a way of life, brother.
It is a way of life. That's what they be saying in the industry. GG Prod saying, bro, my Kendre Miller keeps getting hurt. I know, dude. I know. I'm tired of the Kendre Miller injuries. Dennis Allen had a good quote saying that's a guy who needs to figure out how to not be injured. Can't make the team if you're in the training room the entire time. So, yeah. Fair enough. Jerry G saying, is that snow? No, Tony Montana dropped a bag before. No, never mind. That's what I get for trying. All right, yeah, it's snow. I was trying to keep it somewhat clean, and then no. All right.
No. It's a fine line you're towing there.
We have fun here at Saints Now by Chat Sports, and if you like to have fun, subscribe to the channel.
Fun fact, this recording happened like literally minutes before we went live. So
really?
Yeah, we were able to get this one in.
That's crazy. All right. Daniel Jones hands it off. It's not Saquon Barkley. It's going to be Devin Singletary.
It's going to take me a minute to get used to that.
Yeah, I know, me too. Like, that's why I even said it off the rip. I'm like, it is not Saquon Barkley. Try and get that drilled into my head now. Rebel Raider, that's a funny comment, my man. GG Prod saying, I'm so high on Kendre, I want him to succeed because Kamara ain't getting any younger. I agree with you. Kamara's not getting any younger. I was pretty excited about the Kendre Miller selection. Jones fires to the right side, and it looks like he caught it, but Wan'Dale Robinson is going to be injured. The way he popped up right there didn't look like he was injured, though.
No.
Shout out Madden.
That is Madden at its finest.
Shout out Madden. Yeah, I have a lot of really exciting I think that Kendre Miller has a lot of exciting attributes to his game, and I think that he could be great, but you can't do anything if you're hurt. That's the plain and simple.
What is the best ability, Trace?
Availability. All right, Daniel Jones. He's probably going to be in the UFL next year. Devin Singletary takes the handoff, gets absolutely mauled by Pete Werner. Gain of 6 on the play. Second down. The Saints defense needs to get a stop here. I would love to see them force a turnover. Not a punt, but a turnover. I'd like to see them get an interception, a fumble recovery, or something. Because I think that would lead to much better success throughout the game. Set the tone early. Jones drops back, has pressure, rolls to his left, has more pressure. Chase Young is going to get there. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 3rd and 10 after the sack. Suck it, Daniel Jones. God, I hope you enjoy playing for the Arlington Renegades in a few seasons. Yeah. Holy cow.
Get ready to look.
They'd be better off putting Tommy DeVito back in, honest to God.
Drew Lock, maybe.
Drew Lock, yeah, at least Drew Lock's fun. Jones fires, and it's going to complete the pass, but Ugo Amadi's going to bring him down. So that brings up a 4th and 7 after Dan Bellinger's catch right there. Saints defense does a good job getting off the field right there. I wanted a turnover, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And if you're pumped up about this, type those 4s. It's 4th down, baby. It's 4th down. Giants punt this one away. Touchback, 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 touchback. Touchback! That's what we like to see. Good special teams right there. Shout out to the Riz God, Darren Rizzi, for coaching these boys up. Derek Carr is going to take the field. DC4. Can he do it and get things done under Klint Kubiak? That is a question we will have the answers to here in a few weeks. We are filming this on Wednesday, July 24th, 5 p.m. Central Time. And right now, we don't know the answer, but at the time this game goes underway, we will know a lot about Derek Carr. DC is going to start under center. Kamara's the tailback. Going to hand it off. And nowhere to go. A loss of 1, actually. I expect a lot of runs in this game with that snow. Colin,
what's up?
Snow games. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Got to run the ball.
Yeah. Need to establish the run early and often.
Yes. Taysom Hill would be. It would be so dumb to give him the football in this game. It would be so dumb.
Imagine Derek Carr running another QB power.
No, I don't want to do that. I'd rather not. Oh! AK! Slice and dicing! 3rd and 3, baby. All right, so what was 2nd and 11 turns into a 3rd and 3 after this guy just snatched whoever that was on the Giants. He snatched his ankles. He took him, and he put him way over here. Also, fun fact, I saw Brian Brzee on the screen right there. Brian Brzee's mom followed me on TikTok.
Did she actually?
Dude, swear. So Brian Brzzee's mom, if you're watching, shout out to you. I really appreciate the follow. Would love to have you and any of your family members on the show one day. That'd be fun. Just chop it up. So remember I always said let's run the ball. It's a good pass.
It is.
It's a good pass right there. Chris Olave. That's what we like to see, Colin.
That's what we like to see, and that is going to be a Saints
first down. Wow. Move those chains, baby. Move those chains. Carr's under center. He's going to drop back. Quick pass. No completion. Deontay Banks is there. The Banks closed on Sunday. Don't be throwing the ball in his way. Shout out to Marshall Green because that is an electric call. To be honest, that's an electric call. All right. 2nd and 10 on the 31. Got to establish a little bit more rhythm here, but, it's all right. It's still early. Carr hands it off. Kamara doesn't get a block. Saldivary's got to finish the block there, man. If Saldivary can get him out of the way, that's 8-10 yards. However, we are on a 3rd and 6, so it's 3rd down. Type those 3s, Saints fans. Type those 3s. Carr has time. Throws it. Fires. Incomplete. Inaccurate pass. He was looking for Cedric Wilson. Tyler Nubin in coverage. The rookie. He was at a USC, correct?
Tyler Nubin?
Yes, or Minnesota.
Minnesota,
that's right. Yeah, okay, that's right. Because I remember talking
Caleb Bullock was those.
Caleb Bullock, that's what it was. Because I remember talking about Tyler Nubin in the Saints drafting him because then you would have had Tyler Nubin and Jordan Howden who played together at Minnesota, which would have been a lot of fun. But Headley punts this one away. Fair catch by the Giants. They're going to take over at the 23. Yeah. Danny Dimes looking to try and do something, but hopefully the Saints defense can make it happen here. Really quick reminder, here's our Super Chat menu if you want to donate and support the program. $5 we'll sing when the Saints go marching in. $10, I will give you a personalized Who Dat chant. $20, my man Nico Canada dropped one of those, so I got down and did 10 push-ups. If we get a 50, I'll take down a beer bong, and if you get $100, I will forever ingrain your name into our MVP Hall of Fame board. It is the Golden gang. So if you want to help support the show, this is a way for us to have a little bit of fun with you guys and be able to give back to you for donating and supporting what we're doing here. So send in a super chat. It goes a long way in helping us get more studio space. It helps us get a lot more employees and thus helps us get you more coverage and more videos as Saints fans. The super chats don't just go to our pockets. They go right back into giving into the product and back into the company to try and help us build and grow and be the best channel out there for you. So, booyah. Let's get back to football, though.
Also, make sure you subscribe.
That's a good point, Colin. That's a good point. You should subscribe. And if you're not going to do it for me, do it for my man, Colin. Because Colin, let me tell you something about Colin. He knows ball. And Colin subscribed to the channel.
I am.
Do what you want with that information. Singletary is going to take the handoff. Nice-ish run. A lot of zigging and zagging. Not a lot of vertical downfield running. So, only gain of 3 there. I'll take it. I'm going to be honest. I'll take it.
Some guys aren't north and south guys, man.
No.
Some guys are east and west guys.
Yeah. And the guys who are east and west guys, my coach always said, run north and south. So you can't get a first down if you're running left and right. That's not how that works. Singletary continues to run, and damn it, this works. Proof that sometimes running east and west does work. And proof that I have no business ever being a coach in the NFL. That's why I talk about the NFL for my job. In the comfy and the comfort of my studio. You know what I mean? All right, I need to stop here. Saints, give me a stop. Everyone type stop. I need to stop. Or send a stop sign emoji in the chat. Put in the comments. Jones under center, hands it off again. Arm tackle. What the hell are you doing? I mean, this is like, we had my childhood football coach, my Pee-wee coach, he always told me, he was like, there is a difference between wrapping up and tackling him and bullfighting where you just put your arms out. Ole!
Ole!
Ole! Let him run right through. Like, come on, man. Wrap up. This is your job. You see kids in high school do this shit better. Not really. Singletary takes the handoff. Willie Gay's able to track him down. Not after he's able to move the sticks, though. Come on. Both teams have run 3 passing plays.
Well, we were talking about it earlier.
Alvin Kamara, we were talking about it earlier. Alvin Kamara, as of right now, all indications are looking that he's playing this year and he's going to be ready to roll, and he's not going to be distracted because of this contract stuff. So if you want to support Alvin Kamara, or if you just want to get a new jersey, whether it's AK, whether it's Drew Brees, Chris Olave, Derek Carr, Rashid Shaheed, Taysom Hill, Cam Jordan, Carl Granderson, Tyrann Mathieu, Paulson Adebo, Marshon Lattimore, Brian Brzee, or Colin Saunders, you can go and get a jersey. Chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. We have the home. We have the away. Color Rush, the throwbacks. We got what you need. So if you want to get yourself a new jersey, get yourself some new gear, chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. The link is in the comments and description of this video. Second quarter action. We shall resume. Which one is it?
Good question.
That's a good question. It's like tomato. All right. I need to stop like I need oxygen.
Need it.
Jones hands it off. Devin Singletary again. 7 carries, 51 yards. So what we were talking about, Colin, earlier is the importance of establishing the run. The Giants excelling in doing that.
Yeah, they got the memo.
The Saints in this game thus far, they excel at doing simple tasks incorrectly.
It's not a good combo.
It is not. It is not.
Unfortunately.
Jones is going to be under center. I bet this is – it's not a handoff. Quick pass to the right side. On plays like that, you got to go and make a play.
I don't think Daniel Jones had an incomplete pass yet, and that in a snow game is very Madden of them.
Yeah, it is. How Daniel Jones has all of a sudden become Joe Burrow with his accuracy, it's beyond me. Yeah. Derek Carr, I can understand a few missed passes. I get that. But unbelievable. Caleb says he's back. What's up, brother? Jones under center, fakes the handoff. Pass rush coming in, not able to get there. Jones able to connect, 4 for 4.
I don't like it.
They are in the Fanatics red zone. What are we doing, man? Caleb says, is this a real game? This is a Madden simulation. Ran it on Madden 24 because at the time of filming this, Madden 25 was not out yet. / we didn't own a copy of Madden 25, so we're on Madden 24. I am not playing. This is just a simulation. Jones under center. Hands it off. Singletary. Get him, Willie Gay. able to bring him down, but Marshon Lattimore's hurt. What?
That's not good.
What happened?
I'm not sure.
That's the thing I hate about Madden is you don't get to see what the injury was. It's so annoying. Jones under center at the 1. All they're going to have to do is that, and he does it. Devin Singletary touchdown. I mean, it felt like you couldn't stop a nosebleed in that one. It felt like you couldn't stop anything there. Like, Colin, what was that, dude?
I was, listen, man. There's people that come out, and like you were saying, practice hard, establish it. This is late in the season, man.
Yeah. This is why in the training camp you practice really intensely. This is why you practice with high energy, high intensity. Because when it comes down to it, late in the season, everyone's tired, everyone's banged up, everyone's hurt, everyone is ready for the season to start kind of winding down. But that doesn't matter. So, Saints are going to get their second offensive possession around the corner here. But really quick reminder, if you want to support the show, and hell, if you want to get some good juju, I'm telling you right now, if somebody sends in a $20 super chat, I feel it in my gut. I feel it in the center of my being that the New Orleans Saints will score a touchdown here. It's just something's telling me. Something feels good about this drive. But we got to get a $20 super chat to make it, definitely happen. However, we have a lot of fun ways to give back to you if you do want to send in a super chat. So if you want to donate to the program, feel free to send in a donation. We greatly appreciate you and all of those who are able to do such a thing. And if not, that is totally okay. The only thing that we ask you to do is subscribe. It's 100% free, and you'll get more coverage. It's the best way to support the show outside of sending a super chat. All righty. Jerry G saying, shout out to Hurricane Mike for coming through. Well, here's the thing. Hurricane Mike needs to go out on the field and score me a touchdown because we have a big old goose egg.
Also, by the way, for those of you maybe watching this for the first time, Trace doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on here.
No idea. So he's reacting to this in real time. It's just a little simulation, but it gives you a little taste just right before the NFL season.
Yeah,
so.
Like the idea of this is to kind of give you a taste of what our watch parties look like and all the fun and exciting stuff that you can expect. So Shaheed's going to take it from the end zone, only gets to the 24. I don't know about that one. It's a snow game. Don't overthink this kind of thing. Nico! Canada! $20 super chat. He wants to see the TDs. Nico, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it this drive, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, dude. Nico, you're a legend, and I hope you know that. I hope your baby girl and your wife are doing good, my man. Kamara, handoff. Oh, if he was able to get to that second level, things could have been crazy there. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
But Nico, is it okay if Trace handles that maybe at halftime? Those push-ups?
Yeah, Nico, I'm going to do the push-ups here. I'm going to do it after this drive. If I miss the kickoff, I miss the kickoff. I'm going to do it after this drive, though.
Got it. Sounds good.
Carr under center, hands it off. Kamara. Nowhere to go, offensive line. Figure it out. 3rd down, Nico. I'm feeling bad, man. I might have lied to you. I was feeling good. I felt good. It's 3rd and 6. The drive's not over, but I got to do push-ups here in a few seconds if it is. Carr has not much time. He's going to take off. He's going to run. Why did he not just run? Why did he not just run the ball? What are you doing? Run, you had nothing but space. You ran up to the line, and what are we doing? All right, Nico, I owe push-ups. This is Mikey. We'll get to this one here in just 1 second. I owe Nico some push-ups really fast.
Give me a sec.
Actually, I'll read this really quickly. Trace, very early in his career, but what if the Saints draft Arch Manning in the future? Also, I need a touchdown. Who dat? Nike, maybe the next drive will get a touchdown. Arch Manning in a future draft. We haven't even seen him play in college. What if he stinks? He's not going to, but what if he stinks? So it's too early for me to say we should go draft Arch Manning, but around the time that he's getting drafted, the Saints will be in the market for a quarterback. Nico, I got a push-up coming for you here in 1 second. Daniel Jones gets blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Nico, this one's for you, brother. All right. Colin, anything happens on the stream, just go crazy.
I got you, brother.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There we go. Getting swole. Devin Singletary is slippery. Cannot be tackled. 3rd and 5. It's 3rd down. Type those threes, Saints fans. Type those threes. You guys got to get loud. I need it rocking like it's the Superdome. Get loud in the comment section. Get loud in the chat. Jones takes the snap. Fires left side. It's caught. Wan'Dale Robinson. Who the hell is in coverage? Was that Paulson Adebo or Kool-Aid McKinstry?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell who that was, but you let Wan'Dale Robinson burn you. Unbelievable. 31-yard line, 2-minute warning. Jones dumps it to Singletary. It's going to get brought down by Demario Davis. 2-yard gain. Daniel Jones still perfect on the day. Derek Carr incapable of completing the most basic plays. I will say this. This feels like a Madden sim for the New Orleans Saints. This feels like a Saints football game.
Caleb, don't feel bad for spamming. That's good spam.
Caleb, we want you to spam the chat. Not obnoxiously, but when we ask you to, go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Alante Taylor, able to bring the wood there. 3rd and 4. 3 didn't stop last time. Let's get the stops. 3 didn't work, so let's type stop. Let's type stop. 3 didn't work last time. Stop, 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 stop. Come on. Jones under center. He's going to drop back. They're going to the air a lot this drive. Oh!
Dang.
Willie Gay lays the wood on him. No. Not today.
No.
Not today, Junior. Not today. Looks like the Giants are going to try and kick a field goal here.
Daniel Jones still hasn't missed a pass, I don't think.
Saints took a timeout to stop the clock. They'll have 55 seconds coming to during the field goal. Get loud! Tight miss! Tight miss! Tight miss! The kick is up, and it's good. Damn it. The field goal is good. Saints are down 10-0 with just under a minute before halftime. We got to get something going here, Colin. We need some good juju, my friend. And if you want to get some new gear for the season, go to chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. You can get yourself some gear for Alvin Kamara, Drew Brees, Derek Carr, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. Any of the players, whether it's past or present, any of the legends. You can even go get a Michael Thomas jersey on sale if you really want to. The jerseys do come from Fanatics. They're 100% authentic. They're really nice stuff. It's Nike. It's good stuff. This link just lets them know that we sent you, and it's helped support the show. So go to chatsports.com /Saints jerseys, get yourself some gear, and make yourself have a better out game day outfit and a better game day wardrobe. Back to football, baby. Nico says we did come back down 10 a few weeks ago. That is true. We also last week, Colin,
came back.
Unbelievable.
A minute and
a half, and we scored 14 points.
It can happen.
Unbelievable. I've seen crazier things happen. Just let Brian Brzee touch the football.
Yeah, exactly.
Real ones know. If you guys didn't watch the Madden sim last week, I encourage you just go watch the last 3 minutes of it, because Brian Brzee,
you can't make it up.
You can't make it up, dude. It was insane. And on top of that, I also posted that clip on social media, and Brian Brzee's mom followed me, so that's pretty cool. Global Q says, dude, the Saints rock. Thank you, Global. I think they do too. Yeah. I also think that they rock.
Love the positivity.
The positivity is amazing, man. All right, Carr hands it off. No, he doesn't. Good pickup by Alvin Kamara. What was that? I got nothing. I don't know what just happened there. Alvin Kamara did an excellent job picking up the blitz.
He did.
And then Derek Carr just proceeded to, I think, fumble the ball. I don't know if it was like he got hit while he started to fumble it or if it was a completed pass. I don't know what that was, but it's 2nd and 10. And you got 40 seconds. You got to go. What are we doing here? Carr dumps it. Kamara Can't get the first down. 3rd and 1, 35 seconds. Clock's ticking. Timeout with 33. Nico says, Trace, you have to say no Diddy after saying he laid the wood.
They were chanting no Diddy.
They were chanting no Diddy. I did see that, and I didn't acknowledge it, but now I'm acknowledging it. I was just kind of ignoring it, but now I'm acknowledging it. So at Arkansas, Darren McFadden, he would hold up a baseball bat, and it literally said that wood. He goes, I got that wood. So that's kind of the laying the wood thing. All right, Carr on 3rd and 1, dumps it. Kamara able to get the first. Dude, you can't be doing these 2-yard gains.
That just used their last timeout.
And you just used your last timeout. So you got 2 plays to clock it and maybe try and put up 3 here. Maybe 2 plays.
Maybe.
Things got to go perfect here if you want to put up points. You're on the 34. It's not impossible, but unlikely is definitely a word I would use here.
Also, we are a little less than $32 away from, maybe keeping the playoff streak alive.
Carr fires.
Just saying.
2nd and 10. Yeah, I need some good luck, guys. I think every time that we get a $5 super chat, that means Derek Carr completes a pass.
It hasn't disappointed us so far.
It hasn't disappointed yet. So just rack up the 5s. We don't even need a 20. We don't need a 100. Just rack up the 5s. See if Derek Carr can do something here.
5s for the vibes.
5 for vibes.
No vibes.
No vibes.
No vibes.
You see what happens? No 5s, bad vibes. I don't know what you want me to do here.
Yeesh.
Trying to help. Trying to keep things moving.
He's not saying it, but he's...
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it. Carr drops back, throw the fucking ball. Deep shot. Sheed?
Oh. That was to Shaheed, too.
That was to Sheed. Dude, had he caught that, I think that we would have blown the roof off this place.
That would have...
Nico, $5. 5 for vibes.
That definitely was...
5 for vibes. Dude.
If you would have caught... Or if he would have caught that...
If you would have caught that...
We would have gotten a noise complaint for how loud...
100%. 100%. Our neighbors hate us. It's so funny. They hate us.
And we don't care.
And we do not care. No one likes us and we don't care. 2 seconds. The Giants are going to have 1 play. I don't expect them to do anything. Guys, we need a who dat chant. We need a who dat chant. We got to $5 for Mikey. So the Saints need to start marching. So, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. All right, it's time to get up. It's time to pump up. We're turning the vibes around. Stand up and get crunk. Stand up and get crunk. Here we come to get you. You better get, here we come to get ya. Da-na-na-na, here we come to get ya. Da-na-na-na, here we come to get ya. Come on, give me a who dat. It's time to get the vibes up. It's time to turn shit around. I'm tired of looking at the Giants like they're the fucking Bengals. Let's go and kick these midgets' teeth in. Let's make the Giants the fucking midgets. Come on. The only Giants I've ever feared were the little Giants. And they look better than that team. Unbelievable. Travis Hill says, clearly using last season's playbook. Well, Travis, this is last season's Madden. So, yes, that is a fact.
It is.
That is a fact.
You've had some all-time quotes today on this live.
Dude, this has been a good live for me. This has been a good live in terms of the quick little one-liners. All right. Sheed back. God. It makes, you got the ball here, too. Even if you put up 3, you don't tie it with this drive. Colin, what are we doing here, man?
It's a great question.
Jerry G says, BRB, watching Locked On Saints. Shout out to Locked On Saints. Shout out to Ross Jackson. I highly encourage you to check out his coverage as well. He does a phenomenal job. But check it out when we're done here. Okay? Is that fair? Jerry says, I'm just leaving to avoid being frustrated. Jerry, when you come back, hopefully the score is a lot better for the Saints. All right, Carr takes a snap, fires, middle. Shaheed is with the catch. He's going to get brought down, 5-yard gain. Derek Carr is 4 of 11.
My math's not the greatest, but that doesn't look good.
Yeah, no, I'm not a math expert. There's a reason.
You didn't go to the Harvard of the South.
I did go to the Harvard of the Ozarks. That's what they say.
Harvard of the Ozarks.
That's what they call the University of Arkansas, the Harvard of the Ozarks.
That's what it is.
But I will say this. 4 to 11 is not a good ratio. 5 of 12, a little bit better. A little bit better. Not much, but a little bit better. The fact that Alvin Kamara has 3 of his 5 catches is unbelievable.
Yeah. Which I love getting the ball in Alvin Kamara's hands as much as the next guy, but yeah. What is this from?
Nico, I appreciate you supporting the show, my man. Thank you for your super chats. And always thank you for chopping up and being a supporter of me, man. It always means the world. Alvin Kamara just got blown up. So, anyone have any ideas? Does anyone have any ideas?
Because this could be like a realistic possibility.
This is very realistic here. Does anyone have any clue what we could do here? I feel like Mr. Coach Klein at halftime of the Bourbon Bowl. Anyone got an idea? Anyone got any ideas? Anything? Like, I'm open to anything. Should we? I mean, fuck, dude. Put Taysom Hill in.
Wouldn't hate it. Future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I know. You confirmed future Hall of Famer. Kane says, Trace, didn't you say you gave up playing video games? No, I didn't give up playing video games. I still enjoy playing. I just don't have the new PlayStation, so I can't. Juwan Johnson joins the program finally. First down Saints. Don't let us get one. Colin, don't let us get one.
Don't let us get one.
Don't let us get one. This is not the time to let us get one if you're the Giants.
First down. Type those ones.
First down, type those ones. We're moving those chains. Move those chains. Give me a follow on Instagram, too, if you haven't already. I'll give you a shout-out if you follow me during the program. All right, Carr, quick pass. Able to connect with Sheed. I think you just got to keep going these quick passes. It's not working. Nothing else is working. Just keep doing this.
Just get the ball.
Just keep doing this.
In your playmaker's hands.
Give the ball to Rashid Shaheed. Yeah. I would like anyone to name me one time giving the ball to Rashid Shaheed did not work out.
Can't name it.
Impossible.
I will say, Benico Canada, I apologize if I mispronounced your name. It did work. Carr completed a pass as soon as he sent that 5 in.
He did.
5 for the vibes.
It did. 5 for vibes is starting to work. Maybe it's like a delayed 5 for vibes kind of thing.
That could be a thing.
It was like the end of the half. Like, I get it. 5 for vibes is still alive. Bars.
By the way, that's got to be like a new thing.
5 for vibes, 100%. That's a thing that we're doing here. Colin, high five to you for that. Carr, throw the damn football!
He threw it!
He did! He caught it! Oh my God, I thought he dropped the ball. Oh my God, Chris Olave. Oh, I thought he dropped the football. I was like, come on, man.
Let's go.
We can't catch a break. All right. But the Saints are in the Fanatics red zone. Chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. Get yourself some gear right now. Come on, Chris. Oh, dude, give me a touchdown. Don't let us get one. Don't let us get one. Colin, we said don't let us get one.
Don't let it happen.
Carr, under center. Hands it off. Kamara shakes, bakes, gets swallowed up. 6-yard gain.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. 6 is good. 6 is good. I also don't mind this drive going a little bit longer. I don't. But your defense has to get a stop. There's nothing you can do here. Come on. AP says, let me follow you. AK, though, not able to get the first down, 3rd and 1. I'll put the links to my social media in the live chat. Here, I'm going to spam my Twitter link a few times. There's my Twitter. My Instagram was going to come in here in just a few minutes, so that way there's some space.
Yeah, don't be a weirdo. Just give him a follow.
Yeah, just give me a follow. Don't be weird. Carr under center. Quick pass. I got nothing.
8 to 16.
I got nothing.
8 to 16.
I got nothing.
Are they going to go for it? That's
also, Brian Dable looks so skinny.
Yes, he
They made Brian Dable so
they're going!
They're going for it! Hang your nuts, Dennis! Hang your nuts all over the city of New York!
They got Taysom! Oh, my God.
Stormin' Mormon, move those chains!
Holy shit.
Woo! The drive is alive! Come on, DC. You got 4 downs. Punch this son of a bitch in.
Let's go.
No! Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness! What a run! AK-41! Hit him with it! Hit him with it! Let's go!
Spam those TDs!
That's what I'm talking about. AK bounces off Brian Burns, bumps it out to the left side, punches it in. Kayvon Thibodeau, he leaves him in the snow, looking like a snow angel.
Oh, when the
Saints go marching in. Oh, when the States go marching in. Oh, what I want to be in the number. Oh, when the States go marching in.
Let's go!
Let's go! That's what I'm talking about.
I love a snow game.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
I know. This is our first snow game
Little
of
throwback
the year.
unis, too.
It's so fun.
Ooh.
I just spice it up a little bit. Oh, we have a good time here.
We have a lot of fun. And we also have points on the board, which is great success. Very nice.
I'm not going to lie, Jerry, I ran the sim and I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I thought we were running a field goal right there.
Oh.
I'll take the 7. I'm also a firm believer when you go for it in that kind of situation. Like, I more times than not am in support of going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
And I'm also not somebody who's going to waver and change their opinion based on the outcome of the play. If the play goes poorly and the Saints don't convert, I'm going to be happy with the play call or with the attempt. Maybe not the play call or the execution, but I'm happy with the aggression of the play calling. Daniel Jones under center. Come on. Brian Brzee, go do something.
That would be.
Devin Singletary untouched for 11 yards.
I know the Saints' run defense is not that bad. Devin
The
Singletary
run
made him look like
defense
Swiss
wasn't
cheese.
good last year, but like Devin Singletary is not that good.
No.
The Giants' offensive line is not that good. Like, I'm sorry, but it's simply not. Also, Malik Neighbors, not a factor today.
No.
Not a factor whatsoever. As we're headed to the 4th quarter. Oh God, here's where. If Brian Brzee, if you are watching in this Mad world, if you're listening, it'd be pretty cool if you got a pick 6 again.
Got those 4s for the 4th quarter.
Get me a 4 in the chat. Paulson and Debo able to bring him down. There we go. Debo. Whoa. Debo. Whoa. Paulson and Debo with the big play right there. 2nd and 10. Come on. I want to see something here. Give me a turnover. Force a turnover. Jones drops back, fires over the middle. 1st down and then some. Tyrann Mathieu able to bring him down, but not after a big gain by the New York Football Giants. Dan Bellinger on the conversion. I mean, that pass was behind him, and he's still. God, why can we not have this kind of luck, man?
Daniel Jones is 9 for 9.
No, Daniel Jones should not be 9 for 9. Daniel Jones.
It's a 4th quarter, yes.
I said earlier, Daniel Jones, you better get prepared to learn UFL, and he's proceeding to throw it all over me. Like, I am in the process of looking like an absolute fool. You know what? I will say this. This Madden season was a little too good. It was getting a little too good. We were like, what, 11-1-1 or something? Like, there's no way. Simply no chance.
11 for 11. That's freaking gross.
Daniel Jones.
Oh, Malik Neighbors sighting.
Malik Neighbors, 2-yard gain.
Look at there. No more of that.
No.
I would like to see Brian Brzee or anybody get in the backfield. That'd be great.
Come on. Go get a sack. Jones fires middle.
Holy crap, dude.
12 for 12.
I mean, this is like prime Brady out here.
Jalen Hyatt with the catch. Dude, this guy, he looks better than Eli. And that's the best Giants quarterback that has ever existed.
Can't think of one better.
I truly could not sit here and name a better quarterback from the Giants' history. Really quick, let's see if anybody gave me a follow during our Madden simulation. I'm going to check. No followers, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Jones under center, hands it off. I mean, you got to be trying to force 3 here, right?
Singletary is 100 yards. Daniel Jones doesn't miss a pass. What is this? Man, what are we doing here?
I legit don't know what to say. Like, I'm like speechless, which if you guys know me, it's hard to do. Daniel Jones is perfect, and Devin Singletary has over 100 yards. Jones under center. Quick pass. Looking to pass. Daniel Jones, 13 of 13. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. All right, Neighbors has made his presence felt. No coverage. Jonathan Abram, not even anywhere near him. Man, I hope that this game in real life is not like this, because we are not playing well. And, like, I don't know if it's the offense.
Excuse me.
I don't know if it's like I don't know who I blame, the offense or the defense. The defense can't stop a nosebleed. Like, they physically cannot get a stop. But the offense can't move the damn ball. So, like, I don't know who to blame. Dennis Allen, we're firing you. We're calling for your job. It's the only thing.
I was going to ask you this, too. At what point or how long is Derek Carr's leash?
Derek Carr, I think that he's going to be starting every game unless something absolutely insane. Like, unless he is, like,
awful,
incompetently bad, like, to a point where it's like, who in the hell is this? Mm-hmm. Like, then you get Jake Haener or Spencer Rattler. And other than that, I think he starts all games outside of an injury. I mean, and he's a tough son of a gun. Say what you want about Carr, but he is a tough son of a gun. So I'm like, I think the leash is, as long as things aren't horrendous and as long as things are good, the leash is endless. Like, if Carr can play at a high level, like, the Saints will take that. And I think all of us fans will take that. And also, you shouldn't be mad if it's Derek Carr playing well. Like,
right.
You should be happy that the Saints are playing, or the Saints were playing well, whoever it is. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can be critical, but all at the same time for a good reason.
Yeah. Like, I'll be critical of Derek Carr for that terrible-ass throw, but I'm not going to be critical of the fact that the defense hasn't done anything. Like, Derek Carr didn't lose this game. The Saints lost this game. And when it comes to Derek Carr with his leash, like, it's the same thing with Dennis Allen. Unless things go really, really, really bad, he's your head. They're not going to make any in-season changes, I don't think. Carr, we got to move the ball, man. We got to move the ball. Stop throwing the ball. I wish there was a way that we could look at the average depth of target on this game for the Derek Carr, because I think it might be at most.
Shout out to all the A-dot truthers.
I think it might be 7 yards at most. Yeah, shout out to the A-dot truthers. But I think the average yards per target on this is 7 yards.
If that.
You have 7 points and you have 2 minutes left in this football game. What a joke.
Well,
oh, my God. Almost an interception.
Quick
dude.
Math.
You just got absolutely bailed out right there.
He's got 78 yards divided by 19 attempts. He's averaging just over 4 yards an attempt. 9 and 19.
4 yards per attempt is pathetic, dude. I mean, I said it earlier. Daniel Jones better learn UFL. Derek Carr, you better learn UFL. I mean, literally, his go-to play is Alvin Kamara run.
Yeah.
Like, this is a joke.
Tackle.
This is horrendous. People are calling for Jake Haener next week.
They even saw a Rattler in there somewhere.
I mean, shit, man. We might have a little bit of a what's it called? A auction on which quarterback we play. Carr has all the time in the world. Throw it, please.
Caught.
Did he? Okay, that's it. Converted. Thank God. I was like, that was out of bounds. I was like, all that for what? All right, first down, Saints. They're in 32. You score quick, things can be different. Keelan Doss signed by the Raiders.
I saw that.
Wow.
Looks like they're going to be going live.
Carr hits.
Another completion.
Cedric Wilson, you're inside the red zone.
If they could score quick, maybe save some timeouts.
Dude, score now. Yeah, I say run it. I say run the play and go score. No, don't use a timeout here.
Come on.
Go.
Save your timeouts.
We're spending way too much time fucking around here.
Huddle.
Go. Run it. Call the play. Thank you. Carr has time. Buying more. Throws. Get out of bounds. Fuck. Now you have to call timeout. You have to call timeout there.
And
they're not going to. And they're not taking. And there's no sense of urgency. I'm going to chalk this one up as the coaches lost this game. Coaches lost this game massively. Massively lost this game.
And again, it says no huddle, but they let 12 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, no huddle, but you might as well have huddled. Carr tipped in the end zone. Here's a crazy idea. How about we throw it to the people that, are good at their jobs? Yeah. Like, nothing against Cedric Wilson, but why are you targeting Cedric Wilson on this kind of play? Throw it to the people who you rely on. Alvin Kamara, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, Taysom Hill. Any of them would be a better option. A.T. Perry, for fuck's sake. Carr fires left. Can't even get in the end zone. And the clock's still running. Dude, call the fucking timeout.
It's still draining. And they just called one.
They let 5 seconds run off in that.
It's clock management.
This clock management is worse than anything the Dallas Cowboys have done in the last 10 years. And they are shit at clock management. Dude, this is... I'm fully convinced that a high school football coach in the great state of Texas could have coached a better game right here. Because this is pathetic, man. Nothing has gone right for this team. Carr, quick pass.
What was the thought process there?
Why is he?
Why are we? Dudes in that?
Why are we throwing it all the way to the sideline when Chris Olave? You can just put it right here in his hands, a yard into the end zone. There's nobody there.
Two wide receivers in the area on the same play.
This is unbelievable, man. Carr fires.
And they didn't get in the end zone.
Doesn't matter.
They might have to call a timeout.
I mean, it's either call a timeout or let 12 seconds run off the fucking clock.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
This is unbelievable, man. I don't think a Brian Brzee miracle is going to happen.
No huddle, but they're letting...
Yeah, no huddle. 20 seconds just ran off.
Good Lord. 14 seconds.
At least the clock stopped. At least the clock stopped. This is just...
If this happened actually in real life, this would be borderline fireable offense.
I'm not kidding. If this happened in a real game, I might drive to the city of New Orleans and call for Dennis Allen's job. Juwan Johnson touchdown. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. Now, had you taken a timeout of, a couple plays ago, you might have more than 14 seconds to do something with it, but doesn't matter. Touchdown, Saints. Ethan saying there's still hope.
They got an onside kick coming.
They have an onside kick. I've seen some crazy shit happen in my Madden life, but if somehow the Saints pull something off here, that would take the cake. That would take the cake. Over 1,000 people have tuned in on our live show today. That's awesome. Shout out to you guys. We are $28 away from getting to 100 in Super Chats. If we don't get to 100 on the day, then we're more than likely not doing Madden simulations for the playoffs, which right now the Saints will be in the playoffs. So if you guys want us to continue to do this kind of content, we're going to need you guys to let us know by sending in some Super Chats. Onside kick. Game. Wan'Dale Robinson gets the recovery. And what I hate for this is, or what I hate most about these Madden simulations, is the Saints are still going to call timeouts here. Like, there's literally no point. There's literally not a single point in doing that.
And they're going to.
Saints get their second loss of the year. Timeout. Why? So now we're going to start calling timeouts. Yep. And I would also like to point out, did you see how quick they called it after the play was over? Why didn't you do that when you're on offense? Let 6-7 seconds run off.
That's a great question. Great question.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can say about this one. This game fucking stunk. Saints played bad. Saints were bad. But I will say this. When you have 11 wins, eventually you're going to lose one like this. The score makes it look a lot better than what it really was. Why? Why the timeout? Just run the clock. Anyway, Saints lose. That stinks. But I will say this. I don't think the Saints are going to have a hard time handling the Giants when it comes to the regular season. New York is not a good football team. They don't have a good roster. Their coaching staff is like solid, but not great. And I'm not saying the Saints have a much better outlook, but I don't think that this is on par to how the real season will go. FML, Saints lose, that blows, but hey, you were going to get a loss at some point. So can't be all sunshine and rainbows because that's just not the world we live in. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our Madden simulation. Derek Carr, fun fact, 151 yards, 1 touchdown. Daniel Jones, 149 yards, 1 touchdown. But Daniel Jones had 100% completion percentage. Make it make sense. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in to our Madden simulation. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later. Y'all stay golden. Colin.
Yeah.
Not our finest moment.
No, it wasn't.
Not the finest moment for the boys in the black and gold. But it's okay.
It was one of those, hey,
shit happens, man.
It happens, dude.
Shit happens.
It happens.
It's one of those things too, dude. Like, just so y'all know, transparency. These get a lot of views, so it's okay. It's not the end of the world. What does matter is that we perform in the regular season.
That is important.
That's important. And I will also say this: we got the loss out of the way, so like we're good now.
We are good.
We're undefeated for the rest of the year. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Yeah. I want to just what's the record? 11-2-1. Is it losses and then tie? Yeah, lost then tie. So 11-2-1. Still really good. Still a really good record for the record. That was weird. All right, we're gonna do a 2-minute shot clock. If you guys want us to do Madden simulations for the playoffs, we need to get to $100. We are sitting currently at $74. So doing a little napkin math, we need $26, and we will be at $100. If we don't get there, that is A-okay, but we will not be doing a Madden simulation for the postseason for the Saints. Here is your 2-minute shot clock. If anyone sends in some super chats, we reset it and we have some fun. But I will also say this. I really, really want to come to my bosses and show them, hey, I'm doing my job. The Saints fans, they're doing their job, and everyone's happy here. Queen Courtney!
Shout out.
Shout out to you. I owe you a who dat chant. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat saying gonna beat Queen Courtney? Who dat? Who dat? Who that saying they're going to beat Queen Courtney? All right, reset the shot clock. We are now, napkin math, we're at $83. Yeah, get the crowns in the chat. Thank you, Colin. Get the crowns in the chat.
So we're at 84, so we need 16.
$16. I went to the Harvard of Arkansas. They do not require math there. $16. If we get $16, the playoff hopes stay alive. If we don't, that's okay. That's okay. But I know some of y'all like to see the Madden simulations. I know some of y'all enjoy watching them and look forward to them and stuff. So we still want to give you the opportunity to have the content. I will say this, you just got to earn it for the postseason. 30 seconds in, we have a minute and a half left for somebody to send a super chat of any value. Again, $16, and we get to go live for the football season, or for not football season, the Madden playoffs.
Yeah, which also, by the way, a little over 2 hours into this live stream. Appreciate everybody who's rocking with us. 90 likes on the show.
That's impressive. That's some really good stuff, man.
That's some good stuff.
That is some good shit.
Appreciate
Great stream, Trace. I appreciate you, Jeremy. Thank you so much. He says I enjoyed it. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. We're a minute in. You guys got less than a minute. Who's going to send in a super chat to keep it live, keep us moving?
Keep it moving and grooving.
Come on. 5 for vibes. 5 for vibe. Let's go. 5 for vibes.
Thank you.
Queen Courtney just got a new job.
Shout out to you, Courtney.
Shout out to you, Courtney. What's your new job? She gets to wear blue nowadays. Blue's my favorite color.
Same. Blue's a dope color.
Shout out to you, Queen Courtney. Courtney, do you work for Fox News? Courtney, do you work for Fox News? That's crazy. And I would assume it's Fox DFW.
Weather girl up in Maryland.
Oh, no shit. Weather girl up in Maryland. That's dope, dude. Congratulations on the new job, Courtney. Courtney, so does that mean you are no longer in McKinney? Oh, no. Courtney, are you still in McKinney? Congratulations on the new job. Yeah. That's awesome. Like, that is so cool. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, she's in Maryland.
That is awesome.
Congratulations.
Dang, Courtney, I'm so sad we didn't get together for a drink or something. I wish Maddie and I could have gotten together with you and your husband to go grab a beer before you moved. But, hey, it's okay. I understand. You got to go and do your own thing. You got to go and, take on the new adventures. She says she moved a week ago. Courtney, no. Courtney, okay, I'm gonna just say one thing here. I'm looking at making a live Saints meet and greet the week of the Cowboys game. That's week 2 of the season in Dallas. So Courtney, if you come back to Dallas, you are invited. You need to be there because I need to see the Queen. That would be awesome. All right, guys. We've had a lot of fun on today's show. Queen Courtney got a new job, and we are at $83. So unfortunately, looks like the Madden playoffs may not be in the cards. But I will say this. Shout out to all of you who have been rocking and rolling with us. Shout out to Queen Courtney for her new gig. I hope you enjoy living up in Maryland. We miss you down in Dallas, Texas, Courtney. But shout out to all of you for tuning in. We've been live for 2 hours. Like Colin said, 90 people have liked the video. That is awesome stuff. Ken, all right. We will see you guys next time. Y'all stay golden. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Call Ubers. And we'll see you next time.